This video is brought to you by 10, our debut hardcover book celebrating 10 issues of the local project. Use the code BOOK5 at checkout for a 5% discount.
Given that the views to the ocean and down the beach were a primary driving force in the design of the building, maintaining large openings throughout the building was extremely important to the design. My name is Peter Braithwaite. I'm from Peter Braithwaite Studio, and the name of this project is the Sandbox. The project is sited on the northeast part of the site on Yoho Beach on the Bay of Chaleur. The structure that was on the site prior had come to the end of its useful life. There was a lot of sand that was blowing into the building. And as we entered to find shelter from the rain, the extreme weather of the location became very apparent, but also it became very apparent why the structure existed in this location with the sweeping views down the beach and the uninterrupted view out to the ocean.
My name's Chelsea.
And my name's Josh, and we're the homeowners of the Sandbox. So I grew up just down the street from here. We spent 2 to 3 weeks every summer renting a cottage just down the beach, surrounded by friends and family, and that's kind of what drew me to the area and wanting to build there. When we started working with Peter, we knew we wanted to build small but maximize square footage.
The site was all about the location, so the larger square footage wasn't as big of a priority for us.
So once we had decided that we would be removing the building from the site, the intent of the building from an architectural standpoint was to find connections between the dwelling spaces and the appropriate view and light. The building is separated into 3 levels, the main level being the dwelling space that has a connection to the beach. The sleeping space is on the 2nd level, and then the 3rd level would be the outdoor gathering space. The building's sited right on the edge of the beach, so as you exit the building, you step onto a wood deck with a gathering space and lawn chairs. And a few more steps, you're down onto the beach, which continues in both directions. Within the interior, we wanted to create a serene, welcoming space with a minimalist material palette that included light birch, white walls, and raw concrete floors.
We wanted to use robust materials due to the fact that we're right on the sand and that we're going to be in and out a lot. And we also made sure to have wood fireplace for the winter time, and because we do envision ourselves having Christmases here.
Although the form of the building was born out of the organization of the programmatic spaces, the structure itself, light timber frame construction, seemed most appropriate because it's a very commonly used construction method here in Atlantic Canada, and the local trades are very accustomed to this type of construction. As a studio, we usually take on the construction aspect of the project, being a true design build firm. This project, rather than taking on the construction, we partnered with the homeowner who had a deep understanding and also relationships with the local trades community here that aided in having a successful project.
Being a local contractor, it was important for me to include the local tradesmen that I work with on a daily basis on other projects. In fact, a family friend happens to own a cedar mill about 20 minutes down the road. And we worked closely with them. We brought them samples of kind of what we were looking to accomplish, and they were able to retool their saws and their knives and get us the exact profile that we were looking to get on this project.
The Corten steel was also produced by a local metal shop, and we felt the weathering steel paid homage to the industrial mining past of the place. The aspects of the project I'm most proud of is Although it has a very simple layout, a very simple elevations, and a simple form, we still feel the elevations are quite interesting and compositionally compelling.
One of the coolest parts of the house is definitely the Corten steel staircase that leads to the terrace, and there's no better place to finish off the day than watching the sunset on the rooftop.
This video is brought to you by 10, our debut hardcover book celebrating 10 issues of the local project. 10 unites the very best projects from the first 10 issues of the publication into a beautiful single volume. With over 400 pages of architecture and design from both leading and emerging creatives, the hardcover book takes readers on a curated and meditative journey. The premium paper stock of the book means 10 is an enduring addition to a coffee table or library to be enjoyed for years to come. With worldwide delivery available, have 10 delivered directly to your door. Head to the link in the video description to purchase your copy now and use the code BOOK5 at checkout for a 5% discount.